Today, I'm going to provide a quick overview of the MLC Plus 400 from Extron. This is an exciting device because it fills a niche within their portfolio of locations where you do not want to use a remote control or multiple remote controls to turn the systems on and off or for additional integration. Yet you don't necessarily need a full-blown control system with infinite flexibility. So let's go ahead and jump on in and we'll review some of the key features of this device and ultimately jump into the software to kind of do a ad hoc review of what it would be like to set something up for this platform. First, we'll start off with an image, front view, side view, back view. Here's your touch interface for volume up, volume down, a slider, display on and off. This could be a monitor. It could also be a projector, and then input select. And something unique about this device is you essentially select from 4 predefined templates for the device. So while it's not infinitely programmable, it does have some presets that you can go in and select based on your design. We'll also jump into the communication I/O on the back of this device here shortly. Extron does sell a 2-gang box that you can purchase with this, or you can use a standard construction 2-gang box in most applications. Where does this fit within their portfolio? We'll be talking about the 3 products in front of you, the MLC Plus 100, which has been around for a number of years, the MLC Plus 400, which is the subject of this conversation, and then the TLP Pro 525M, a 5-inch touchscreen that in Extron's portfolio, this can be used as a basic touchscreen in combination with an external control processor, or you can pay a link licensing fee and make this also capable of control-like capabilities, which would make it similar to the other ones here. All of these are fully compatible with Extron's drivers. I will say that the MLC Plus 100, these are tactile buttons, so they are not being reconfigured and moved around. What you see is what you get. But again, it is pretty flexible. If all you need is on, off, volume up, down, and input select, maybe a mute, this is more than capable. There are some people in the industry that view button type control interfaces as legacy or an older style. I don't subscribe to that. But it is a perception that with some that touchscreens are a better device. Again, I don't necessarily subscribe to that, but it's definitely out there. All 3 of these are fully compatible with Extron's drivers. They have tens of thousands of drivers that are fully compatible with just about every AV device that you can imagine. They're also quite comfortable creating drivers as needed. MLC Plus 400 has the square touch interface as I described earlier. It does have the 4 fixed layouts. So if you're looking for infinite flexibility in terms of being able to put whatever button you want anywhere, this may not be for you. But if you're going to do basic control, it has a very similar capability to the MLC Plus 100, except it does have the interface advantage. Finally, I'm just going to reference the TLP Pro 525M. Again, this is a full control system when the link license is activated and is pretty much infinitely configurable in terms of what buttons you have where. You can load your own graphics in if you don't like the button styles. Again, you can really customize the overall graphical user interface of this device. And it also gives you just infinite flexibility in terms of number of pages that you may have, etc. So again, kind of this is where the MLC Plus fits within their environment. In terms of cost, I'm not going to necessarily share exact costs because that is relative depending upon where you are in the industry. Also, there are a number of contracts, and again, so I'll say that it's priced pretty much right in between these two products, especially when you consider that you would be buying the touch panel and then purchasing a link license to activate the control processor capability of this touch panel. But as you can see, it falls nicely in the general mid-tier when it comes to pricing if you were comparing it against these other devices. Looking briefly at the I/O on the back, we have two RS-232 COM ports, great for interfacing with more traditional AV systems or devices that you don't want on the network. Very flexible in terms of what these are capable of doing. And IR, there's are still devices out there where IR is the better fit. Sometimes that is Blu-ray players, or maybe displays that don't have a slightly better communication port on them. IR is there should you need it. This also comes with a volume control. This device is compatible with a select number of Extron amplifiers. So if you needed to control volume directly, this is great for bar locations or, again, conference rooms, learning environments where you're really trying to maximize your price envelope. This is definitely a nice to have feature if you're trying to save some funds. As a digital in, this can be used for something as simple as a tactile button that you may want located somewhere in the room, or it could be used for an occupancy sensor or a wide range of other devices. And then two relays, the most common application being a projection screen, one up, one down. And these are normally open relays. Finally, you have your LAN port. This is how the device is also powered. And as I mentioned earlier, this is fully compatible with Global Viewer Enterprise so that you can get monitoring of the devices attached to this control processor. But also you can kind of remote into it, update the configuration, and also remote in and get the user interface if you are remote from the device. We talked about the four predefined user interfaces. This is a snapshot of what they look like from Extron's website. So again, here's a more complex room where you may have 8 selectable inputs, display on and off, volume up, down, again, available in white and available in dark and light. And you can see that you go from the more complicated configuration down to a more simplistic where you may just be selecting a single source. There are a couple of other areas where you do have flexibility in terms of the way the device looks. In these 4 states that we'll get into here shortly, you can upload your own graphics. So if you're a university, you may want your university logo or some really base level instructions on the user interface when you approach it. And then there are a couple of other areas where you can add in a custom graphic, but we'll jump into that here in a second. Speaking of, let's go ahead and jump into Global Configurator. Anyone that's used this software would be familiar with what we're looking at right now. I'm not going to go over how to get Global Configurator or how to use this product, but we will jump into creating a new configuration for this. So I've selected MLC Plus 400, enter in the IP address of the device. Unfortunately, I don't have one available to connect to and load this to, but this will give you a general overview. This is a little unique. It says add and select layout. When you click here, this is where you can go and pick which user interface you would want for your project. For this one, I'm going to pick the most advanced. Click OK. It's going to take a second, and then it's going to bring up the standard global configurator interface for a device. Anyone that has programmed an MLC Plus 150, etc., is very familiar with this. We can jump over to the user interface. This is the one that we selected. You can change things like the labels for on and off. Maybe left is off at your organization as a standard, or right is on. You can go over here and let's say I want to change this to BYOD, or change the name of mute to volume off. Whatever you want these buttons to do, you can do. And as always, let's say I want this button to, when they press it, to pulse. The relay, it's as simple as kind of a drag and drop interface to get it to do basic functionality. I will say people generally think of these as simplistic devices, but they are capable of some real, I would say, pretty extensive configuration. So where you have timers and set schedules for devices to turn on and off, or in combination with occupancy sensors to turn devices on when people enter into the room, and when no activity is viewed or no movement is viewed over a window of 4 or 5 hours, it automatically turns devices off. It does get it can be very involved and programmed really well to accommodate a wide range of needs. So I definitely do not want to say that these are simple devices, but they pack a lot of punch for the price point. That's really all I wanted to go over. While I have you watching, how do we load our custom graphics on here? Here, if you go to the start page, this is kind of the landing page when the device reboots. It's going to have this nice, touch to start on there, but you may want to go up here, upload a custom graphic. It tells you in the info that the graphic needs to be 540 pixels by 540 pixels. You'd browse to the file that you've created, and you can upload your own custom graphics. Again, there are a couple of locations. Let's say you didn't prefer the way that the help screen looked. You could load your own graphic in here and customize that as you see fit. Cool device. We're definitely interested in exploring them. And if you're still listening to this, I appreciate you. Feel free to, if you've got a question, leave it below. Looking forward to getting to test one of these in person someday. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.